Great, so today I am going to be talking about system parameters, which is a built-in function that QualiWare has. It is in QLM only, it's not on the web, but for some of the parameters you will see a result on the web, not for too many in my experience. But basically, the way these work, if you'll recall last QUG, we looked at the add dialog function, which created a QualiWare setup object, which created an extra dialog in a template. So this basically works exactly the same way, but there is a lot less settings, so it's a little bit simpler to use. However, there is over 100 options here. So I'm only going to show 5 or 6 probably. So I'm going to start with a really simple one. So actually first, let's take a look at this window here. So you've got the name of the function. There's a small little help tooltip here. And if you click here, you'll get a slightly more expanded help that tells you what commands you can use here. So we see we get 0, the barbed arrow, that's the default arrow that we get on a diagram. So that's telling us that's what this looks like. And then we've got 1, a more primitive arrow. So I'm going to make that change, and we can see what that looks like. Go apply, save, and we can see the arrow shape setup object appears here, and it's a very, very simple code, and it's easy to revert. You just change this back to 0 if you don't want it. And we can see our arrows, there we go, are all not barbed anymore. They're the primitive arrow. So in addition to that, we're going to go back into system parameters, and we're going to go arrow size. And 5 is the default size of the arrow. Was there anything special in here? Not really. And basically here, we're just going to change the number here. And as far as I can tell, there's no upper limit, but there is a limit where it stops being useful. So we're gonna keep it at 20. And now we've got bigger arrows. And these are the 2 functions that I've found will apply to a diagram on the web. I haven't been through the 100 functions, but here we'll see it update here. There we go. See, so we've got the updated arrows on the web. So now into a slightly more interesting piece of these the system parameters. So there's one called alt mode, which alters how labels work. So we all know that to edit this label, you've got to hold down alt, click, and then we can change it, or hold down alt and we can drag it around and move it. But maybe I don't want to hold alt. Maybe that's one step too far for me. So we're going to go alt mode. Oops. Alt mode. There we go. And the default value here is 3. So if we look at the help here, 3 tells us label can only move if only alt is pressed. Label can only be edited if only alt is pressed. And then there's 3 other options here. Only alt is pressed for move, and label edit is possible. So that means you don't need to hold alt. You can just click, and you'll automatically get the edit option. And this is the reverse. So I'm just going to set it to 0 so we can see what that looks like. Whoops. 0. Apply. Save. And again, we see there's another new QualiWare setup object here. So now if I click on here, and you'll just have to trust me that I'm not holding alt, and we can just click and edit, click and drag. No need for extra steps. So the next one is one that I've found pretty useful, actually, is the Multisubdialog system parameter. And actually, before I run that, let's just open this up. So basically, these are all our subdialogs. Unfortunately, you can't open them up side by side and do a comparison of what's in here and what's in here. You just have to change. You can't open up a second object. It's just the way it is. But if we go system parameters again, multi-subdialogs, and we change this value to 1. So if we go to the help, it's basically if any non-zero number, yeah, for the code. All right, then we go save. Our multi-subdialogs pops up here. Again, very simple code. And then we open this up. So we see we're on information right now. If I go business process, we've got 2 windows, decomposition, 3 windows, and we can edit all of these simultaneously. However, if you click OK, cancel in any of these, it will close all three. So make sure if you apply this and you're editing, make sure you're good with everything in all the dialogues. Next up, repository exclusion list. So this is basically if you've got a template in your repository, like for example, quality control here, I'm not using it. So if you've got a template that you don't want visible to your users, you can go back into system parameters. And this is all very quick and easy. Repository exclusion list, this one here. All right, for this one, I'll have to type out quality control. Apply, save. And this is the list it generates. If you want to add more templates, you can hit enter here and just add another template. Or if you want to delete this one, just delete it and run. So we go OK. We can see it's still here, but if we refresh this and go down here, it is now gone. If I go back into our repository exclusion list and remove it from here, come on, just run it like that. We can see, oh, it didn't come back. That's not good. Let me check this again. I think that was the mistake I made. There we go. Now it's back. So it's just hiding the template. It's always there, so it's always easy to reverse. And we can do the same thing with these buttons down here. Again, we go system parameters. We go repository bottom. Whoops. Repository bottom. And basically this column is the name of the button, and this column is the icon. So say I don't want this Archimate one here anymore. We'll go cut that out and apply. And we can see this gets applied even if I don't hit save. The issue with this is that if I only hit apply, it won't create the QualiWare setup object. So next time I log into QualiWare, the change is going to revert back to normal. And I can add the Archimate button back in just as easy as that. And if I want to, I can change the icon to something else. So for example, I see business chart is an icon here. So there we go. Now it looks like a business chart. So it's basically just added functionality. I personally haven't had time to go through the 100 or so. I mean, it's more than 100. I think I counted up to 70 before I decided I'm just going to say it's over 100. But yeah, that about covers the options that I was going to show today.
Great.
Yeah, I can show one
more.
I
have a question.
Sure.
Does it only apply to this repository?
It's only the repository that the object is in. The QualiWare setup object is in.
And if I wanted to make it apply to my entire installation, could I put it somewhere else, like the initialization file?
It's easy enough to copy the file over, so you could just do an export of it and bring it in. And also, I just changed the color of my repository Explorer to green using that last setup object. Yeah.
Sam from CBSA here. Also, this is a simple QCL command. So if while loading QualiWare, you can simply tell QualiWare to load your custom setup and put those QualiWare command. I just tested it as a QCL command here on my QualiWare to have multiple layout or symbol window here. And it worked fine. So you can simply just create a QCL file and load it. Every time people will load it for every repository in QualiWare, it will.
So that's the thing you need to be aware of, right? If I make some of the custom changes, it could only be in one repository, which might be fine. But yeah, or you could make it, implementation wide within your department.
And also be aware that if you create a QualiWare setup, every user can go and edit that QualiWare setup. So if they don't like green and they want pink, they can go in. So depending on restriction you want to put, a QCL file in a folder is harder to go and edit.
Yes.
Yeah.
It is possible to set the read write to the creator only for the QualiWare setup object. So that would stop that from happening.
True.
Thank you, Devlin.